Captain Barbosa.
Soar Society.
Hello and welcome back to another great episode of Soar TV. I'm sitting here with the man who makes no excuses for who he is, what he does, or how he moves. He's an author, he's a CEO. We're going to step into his world. Welcome to the most hated world. This is DJ Superior, the man that walked the dog.
What's good, what's good? How y'all doing out there?
We're here today to discuss your book. You have a lot of history with DMX. You are the man that walked the dog. We want to get into some of this. Why did you decide to come out with this book?
I don't know. I figured it was time to come out with it. I waited a little while, It was just trying to let everybody know what was going on out there, There's a lot of bloodsuckers in the game. There's a lot of, me and X had a lot of history and stuff, and people don't know I've been in his life behind the scenes through his whole career.
How far y'all go back?
I think we go back like 1990, 1989.
Okay, that's some history.
I wasn't his first DJ though. He had other DJs, DJ Poison, it's a lot of DJs. DJ Lloyd K-Sign, which I learned a lot from. You know what I'm saying? He jerked me too. You know what I'm saying? But when K-Sign went to jail, I carried the torch and kept it going. So like I said, he had a lot of other DJs besides me, but I'm the one that, did what I had to do.
Let the viewers know what's really going on in the book.
With the book, I'm trying to, I talked about a lot of stuff in the early days, like a lot of people don't know. A lot of people look at X and say, well, he's always in trouble. He do this, he be robbing and stealing, he do this. A lot of the people that I worked for, because I was a youth director, they was doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So as I was walking with the dog, you know what I'm saying, I seen a lot of things. I would see people point their finger at him and everything they was doing. But a lot of city officials, especially in Yonkers, they crooked too.
Glass houses.
You know what I'm saying? And I helped a lot of them get in office, so I don't have no problem naming their names. You know what I'm saying? But X, X was at a young age, something happened to him as far as with the drugs. Somebody, like I talked in the book, somebody tapped his weed when he was young. And they mixed it. And he had that thirst. And no matter what you do, when you get that thirst, it's stuck in you, So I always knew he was a superstar. And growing up, we were doing things like, I put up a lot of pictures in my room, which you saw on VH1. The VH1 Behind the Music, I'm responsible for giving them all that stuff. I licensed to them. I didn't sell it to them, and they owe me another check. So I'm waiting.
Got that check.
But we put pictures on the wall, and I always used to tell them, write rhymes for everybody that's on that wall, just in case we ever run into them.
Right, like you're going at him.
Yeah, so X always did that. He was good at doing that. A lot of times I never seen him write, then some days I seen him write. So that's how X was. So
when you did, speaking of the behind the scenes with the VH1, what was the response that you got from that?
They was hating on me. Some people in his family, I ain't gonna name them, they know who they are. And if you say something about me in your book coming out, I'm gonna say something about you in the next book I got coming out. And I got pictures to prove everything, and you know I do. But what I'm trying to say is, the VH1 thing, they try to hate on me a little. I was supposed to be on there more than what I was. And it wouldn't have went down if one of my good friends, a producer from Rough Riders, I won't say his name, but he's the one who called me and said, yo, they're looking for you over here, and people here said they couldn't find you. So it was him, and I thank him that I came down there and met them. And but I felt when I saw the finished product, I didn't like it because I should have been in it a little more.
You have more history.
Yeah, no disrespect to Grease and them. They all did a job. Y'all did what y'all did. But Grease and y'all wouldn't have been nothing if X didn't do what he did in the beginning. X fed a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to get none of his money. I got my name like X got his name. You know what I'm what I'm saying? But a lot of people ate off X.
Okay. So what has been the feedback and the response since you've put the book
The
out?
book?
Yeah.
Not good. You know, some people are mad about it.
Wow.
Some people feel that I shouldn't be able to do it. You know, see, but this is what you mean with ownership. Think about it. I put out this book. Do you see me going to court with X? I did VH1. Do you see me going to court for that? I own it. So think about ownership. Alright? And that's my dog. I'm not going to do nothing to make him look bad, but I will tell the truth because he did shit on me. But it's all good. Some dogs shit on me.
I'm sure you've had some type of obstacles between this and a few other things. What really keeps you pushing just to like shake all that off?
Because you know, I was built to, like, every time somebody talks about something, they give a sad story of I had no father and all this stuff. I'm not gonna say that. I didn't have that neither.
Right.
But I had, you know, my mom did what she had to do. Me and her don't really get along that much, but it's hard for her to raise her. She didn't come in the game to raise a son by herself.
Right.
You know, so whatever happened with her and my father, I forgave her. You know what I'm saying? I really don't speak to my father. He's dead in my mind. But as far as my mom's, because I ain't seen him since 5 years old, but I ain't got nothing to cry about with him neither. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, in this world, you gotta pick up responsibility and just do what you gotta do. You can't always point fingers.
Right.
And you can't run on it. You know me for a while. You know I'm not with the racism stuff. You never heard me talk like that.
Never.
Because if you think about it, and everybody don't know this, a white lady raised me named Judy Wilson, bless her soul, who ran School 12 on Ashburn. So she did a lot of stuff for me and put me in position. So I don't talk race because a lot of times your own kind of do you worse than another race. You know what I'm saying? So
that's that crab in the barrel.
not all, just some. And I like to give a shout out to Ken Jenkins because you know, he helped me out a little bit too. I feel he should have did a little more, but you know, when your hands is tied, your hands is tied. I understand.
Moral to the story is this: shout out to all the single mothers. Thank you for keep blessing these children. And also, just because you came from struggle doesn't mean you have to have a pity party. Keep it moving, stay striving, keep soaring.
Also, big shout out to all the kids that grew up in School 12 because I was there for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was one of them.
I was a School 12 kid.
Yeah, you know, a lot of them grew up. You know what I'm saying? Especially the artists, like you said, you wanted to get into that. Like Jinx, young Jinx, you know what I'm saying? Bully.
Bully, shout out to Bully too.
Yeah, big shout out to Bully, you know, and all of them. You know, it's a lot more, but it is what it is.
Okay. So on that note, we'll be back. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned.
My name is Skits, stands for Supreme Knowledge of the Source. Big brother with the suit right here. You know what I mean? Congratulations on the book and all that. We got the book called The Man Who Walked the Dog.
Walk the dog.
Talking about situations with X and all that, and his upcoming artists, like the boy Skits right here. You know what I mean?
Skits, man, I met him coming out of Rough Rider Studios, man. He's doing his thing and stuff like that. He always been a boss, so all we did was link up, and that's what we doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DJ Moschino, Shadyville DJs, Most Hated, official DJ. Big shout out to the Mass Lounge.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
That,
yes,
you
sir.
know, I co-own. I'm like the co-owner with my man, Artie G. That's how we do.
BX is in the building. BX is in the building all day. Raws next stand up, 241st stand up.
A big shout out to Rough Riders, to Joaquin, you know what I'm saying? Me and him was hustling in the beginning because, you know, me and him built that house. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to them. I never forget where I come from. Big shout out to the dog. You know what I'm saying? Dogman DMX.
Yes.
Big shout out to the forefathers. I gotta give them their respect. You know what I'm saying? The Locks, Jadakiss Style, Sheep, Sporty P's, Mary J. Blige. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely put Yonkers on the map. Definitely put